In a recent issue of Fine Woodworking magazine, veteran instructor Mark Adams gave his take on how to set up a jointer for successful milling. Really, it comes down to just a few things. You need sharp knives in your jointer. After that, you need your outfeed table set exactly level with the highest point that those knives will travel. Once those are set, you leave them alone. The same goes for the fence, which needs to be set up exactly square to that outfeed table. Again, get it set and forget about it. The only setting you do need to change on a jointer is the depth of cut, and that happens here on the infeed table. But let's get back to the outfeed table, which has the most important job of all. That's because it's a stationary reference surface. Now, if it's set too high, your stock's going to come along and bump into it. If it's set too low, your stock will pass over it fine, but you'll get a tapered cut and a little bit of overcut here at the end of the board. Here's the easiest way to set your outfeed table to the exact right height. Start by backing off the outfeed table just a bit so you know that it's lower than the knives. Now, joint just the first inch or two of a board on its edge. Now leave the board in place, turn off the joiner, and wait for the cutter head to stop spinning. Now here's the trick. Raise the table slowly until you just close that gap. Don't go any farther. Now let's take a look at the fence. There are actually two ways to adjust it. The most important one is its angle to the table. You can also slide it back and forth to distribute the wear over the blades as you use the machine in the long term. But if this is locked at 90, even if you move it back and forth, it'll stay there right at 90 and you'll always know you can get accurate cuts. Grab a square and position it on the outfeed table just past the cutter head. Now angle the fence until it mates perfectly with the edge of your square. Look for light along the edge. It's an amazingly accurate method. Well, that's it. Your jointer is all set up, and you should leave the fence set at 90 and the outfeed table set just where it is until the next time you change the knives. The one setting you will change pretty often is here at the infeed table where you set the depth of cut. There's a little scale that'll tell you what that depth is. On a very rough board, you could take off as much as 1/8 of an inch. But after that, you want to lighten up the cut to about 1/16 to avoid taking off too much material. All right, now you're set up for success.